Hi and welcome to FynOne. Today we will look at the features available under standard plan. Now the standard plan has everything that the basic plan offers, and additionally it includes the accounting module that includes loans both given and taken, equity investments tracker, the asset management as both fixed and intangible assets, as well as the chart of accounts and financial statements. The standard plan is priced at 2388 per year per profile. So we will quickly have a run through of the standard plan. So on the FynOne login, so post your login. If the if you have selected your profile as a standard plan profile, you will see this word as standard on top with the date of expiry of the plan. And as we discussed, everything under basic will be available as part of standard plan as well. And then additionally, you have this opening of standard modules, which is the loans, assets, accounting. There is a lock on the pro plan modules, but you do have access also to FinMart, which is the e-commerce and the POS solution. So coming to, so of course, if you have any doubts on the modules other than these three, please visit the video covering the basic plan, which gives a complete clarity on each of these modules, including FinMart. So we will focus today on the standard plan, starting with loans and investments. So under loans and investments, if you go to loans, you will have the option to select or view both loans taken and loans given. So let's say you've taken a loan for your business and you can add the loan details. You can say loan taken, let's say it's HDFC Argo, for example, and you give a loan amount of 1 lakh. Okay, and then you give the loan taken date. So if you don't update this loan taken date, you can still create the loan, but it will not be active unless you give the loan date. So you can always come back later and give the loan date. Let's say we take it today, which is 2nd of July. Loan period is for 5 years, and let's say there is no moratorium, and there is a repayment frequency of monthly, and the rate of interest assuming is 12%. Now we can also give what is the due date of the month. So every month, let's say we have to pay the loan EMI on the 15th of every month, and we received this loan via, let's say, net banking, and we assign it to this particular bank account. We have this option to calculate the loan schedule. So it tells me that the loan, the is total repayment of this loan that we took as 1 lakh is going to be 1,33,000 over a period of 60 months with a monthly EMI of 2,224.44. I can download this loan schedule. If I scroll downwards, it will tell me what is the principal outstanding, what is the amount towards the interest, what is the amount towards the principal, and therefore what is the total EMI, etc. And if, as you can see, the interest keeps reducing and the principal will keep increasing. At the end of it, you have this total interest and principal. So we save this loan, and you have this here which says it's active. And then what is the paid amount? We have not started the any payment yet, and therefore the entire amount is due to be paid. Now we can there is the option to share the loan schedule via WhatsApp, etc. You can also view the loan schedule. You can download that loan schedule. You can also close that loan in case there is a pre-closure of this loan. Similarly, is the feature for loans given as well. In case you're giving a loan to somebody, you can always maintain a very similar model of giving the details. Now, let's say you have taken this loan and now you are paying, you are doing an EMI payment. So, if you have taken a loan and you are going to do the EMI payment, that payment is going to be an expense. So, you go to, let's say you make that first EMI payment, you go to expense and payments, go to payable listing, go to other expenses and click on other expense and choose the other expense type specifically as finance cost. Only if you choose that, you will see this new section here opening as loans, where you have the option to choose the loan amount account. So you can say it's the HDFC Argo. You can give a subtype. This is a custom field. Either you can give or you can just leave it blank, and automatically we create the voucher number. We can show you what is the taxable value, what is the total amount, etc. And then what is the voucher date. If you paid this yesterday, you can change the voucher date. You can assign it to an allocation center, you can give voucher remarks, and you can also add the payment details, saying that this you paid that EMI, let's say through UPI, and they linked it to this particular bank account. You can give the transaction details, and you can also add the add any file in terms of prepayment files, post payment files, etc. So if there are no deductions, you can just go ahead and save this, and then that information is made available here under other expenses. So there are two options to update, upload. You can upload the prepayment transaction copy, or you can on post payment, let's say you receive the acknowledgement from the loan provider, you can upload that also as a PDF copy, so that you have a tracking in place saying which document, when, what you received. Let's say you receive a challan or you receive a acknowledgement, you can upload all of that. So that is part of other expenses under financial expense. Sorry. And similarly, if you do a loan given, that is, if you add a loan given, which means you have given a loan to somebody, then that EMI component you add it as part of income and collections under collection listing under other income. So here you will have to choose the other income type as financial income. You'll have this section called as loans, where you give the details of the loan uh, account details, and then automatically you the rest of the data is computed, and then you add the payment details, and you go ahead and save that. So that is available as part of loans section. Coming to investments, this is predominantly equity investments. You can add the investment details, you can give the shareholder DNA details. So this is more like a data warehouse. Shareholder names, face value per share, number of shares, demat account, what is the price per share, and then this information is also used as part of computation of the trial balance, etc. What are the folio numbers, what's the investment date, and so on. You can input all of that information as part of equity investments that you receive. Asset management. So under asset management, you have the option to add or view assets. So this could be fixed assets or intangible assets. Then automatically an asset ID is created. You can give an asset name, who is the provider, what is the asset provider name, and then what is the purchase value, when did you purchase that asset, what is the useful life of that asset, so that we compute the depreciation. So there is a backend process that will compute the depreciation and automatically compute the current value of that asset as well. So that is all about asset management. And then there is, and then of course you can always click on these three dots and choose if you want to sell the asset, mark the asset as a scrap. So if you mark, then the value of that asset is made to zero. And if you sell the asset, then we ask for details around what is the sale price, what is the sale date, whom did you sell it to, and then accordingly that asset is marked. You can also see what all assets got removed. So either through sale or through scrap, you can view that information as part of the filter option on the top. And you can also export that information as CSV. Now coming to accounting modules, you have unposted transactions. So before getting to accounting modules, if you are in the standard plan or higher plans, then under account management settings, you will see this accounting settings, which is available only for standard and higher plans. And this will allow you to choose if you want to automatically post the journal entries to the chart of accounts. So unposted transactions. So as soon as you create an invoice, within 1 minute, the data will get posted into the chart of accounts. Similarly, as soon as you make a payment entry, as soon as you make a purchase entry, as soon as you make a collection entry, any entry that you do, immediately within 1 minute, the data gets posted into the chart of accounts. By default, this will be inactive or deactivated. You can activate it by coming into account management settings, accounting settings. Now, because it's active, whatever transactions are created, it will automatically post it to the chart of accounts. You will not see any information in the unposted transactions. So you have data as income and collections, expense and payments, asset, liability, equity, etc. All of those get posted immediately. If you don't want immediate posting, just go to accounting settings and inactivate it. So then any new invoice that you create, let's say we very quickly create an invoice. Let's say we just copy this invoice itself. and it comes with a new invoice number, and just go scroll all the way down and save that invoice. Now that information will be available under accounting module as unposted transaction. Now from here you can edit the accounting team can only edit the allocation center, the income type, and the income subtype. No other information of the invoice can be edited from here. So if you want to edit that invoice, you'll obviously have to go only to the income and collections module and do that. So this will only allow you to edit the allocation center, income type, and income subtype. You can also multi-select and you can also do various filter options. You can on allocation center, income type, income subtype, etc. And you can also multi-select and post it to chart of accounts manually. So this is the manual option. So if you enable that the automatic posting, then you will not see transactions under unposted transactions. It will automatically post it to chart of accounts. Or if you disable it, then you come here and you enable, then you select the transactions, you update the allocation centers, you update the income type, you update the income subtype, etc., and manually post it to chart of accounts. Then, of course, is the chart of accounts, which currently covers journal and ledgers, and very soon you will see the trial balance, balance sheet, cash flow statements, etc. also. Uh, so if the financial metrics already covers summary and P&L, the rest of it is getting launched very shortly. So journal entries, these are all the journal entries that gets that's broken into individual account heads. You can always export that information also for that particular date range. And then the ledger is also automatically categorized based on an account category and an account head. You can filter by specific account categories, like you want to see only income, you want to see indirect income, you want to see other income, expense, indirect expense, other expense, fixed assets, non-current assets, long-term liability, current liability, equities, duties and taxes, and so on. You have various options to filter on the account categories and the account heads within those categories. Let's say if it's sale of goods or services, then what are the particulars, what's the debit credit information, etc. Similarly, if it's account receivable, what are the particulars, who are the names of the customers from whom you need to receive the amount, what is the debit, what is the credit information, what is the balance of debits and credits, and you can download this as CSV as well. So what is the transaction date, what are the particulars, debit credit information, and so on. And of course the exact matching of the total debits and the total credits as part of the double entry system, including broker heads into TDS, CGST, SGST, loans that you have taken, cash and bank balances, nil rated transactions, in every transaction detail captured as part of the ledger uh, buckets. Right, so if you look at say even SGST, what are the percentage SGST rate, tax rate onto which the transactions are broken, and then what are the transaction date, what are the credit information, and so on. So all of those are made available as part of ledger information. So these are available as part of standard plan. So standard plan includes everything in basic plan plus loans, investments, assets, and accounting module. That covers the chart of accounts as well. So hope you had a thorough idea of what the standard plan includes. And for any information, feel free to reach out to your authorized distributor of FynOne, or reach out to us directly. Thank you for watching.